Candidate A, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your full name?
My name is Sharik Said.
And what may I call you?
You can call me Sharik.
All right. Can you spell your first name?
Shariq.
Where do you come from?
I come from Rawalpindi.
Where do you reside currently?
I live in Victoria, specifically in Melbourne. I'm studying Bachelor's of Information Technology here, so that's why I came from Pakistan, and now I'm currently living in Melbourne.
So, my next question to you is, do you work or study?
Actually, I do both. I'm working plus I'm studying as well. So I do part-time jobs, and on the other hand, I do study in the today we are having online lectures, so it is easy for me to manage the both things. So I'm doing
Hmm,
both, multitasking.
hmm, hmm, right. Let's talk about leisure time activities. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Describe your favorite free time activities and how often do you pursue them?
I love watching movies in my free time actually because I'm a movie lover, to be honest. Whenever I get the free time, I would go on Netflix, whether it's on Netflix or whether it's any new movie which is on the internet. I like to watch it, and all the time I do that. But apart from that, if I have some work to do, I would love to complete my tasks, just like my assignments. I love doing it in the groups. When you have to create something new, that's something interesting for me. So apart from that, in my meantime, these times are really hard for me because you have to work and then you have to come back. I hardly get a free time in Australia, but I try to manage my routine, my
Hmm,
work, and then in the free times I just watch some movies. That's it.
hmm, right. So, why do people have hobbies, according to you? Why do people have hobbies?
Because I think so. They want to do something different apart from their daily routine, and they must be tired. Even if you're doing one thing, one job all of the time, like if you're not changing your routine, you're gonna get fed up. You're gonna get exhausted. That's why you've gotta have something which you love. You gotta do something which you love. So that's why hobbies are important. If you should have hobbies that if you're getting something if you want to do something good, like if you feel something better, you should have good hobbies. That's why hobbies, I think, the hobbies are you should a person should have his hobbies.
All right. What are the most popular hobbies or free time activities in your country?
In Pakistan or in Australia?
Any place you want to mention.
Okay, in here, people love to go out on the weekends. They do a lot of hard work on the weekdays, and on the weekends they go to party. They don't care that they're working. On the weekdays they earn a lot. They earn really good, and on the weekends they do as much party as they can. To get the workload off their heads. And I really like this thing. When yes, you're working on the weekdays, you should work hard, but on the weekends you should get some time to enjoy, and which I've been learning here from these people that yeah, you gotta let the things go. You just need to relax and chill. So their hobbies in here, which I've seen it, which I've observed it, is that when you've worked hard, that's it. Wait, you don't want to do any other work on the weekends. So they don't do any other thing rather than just doing the party. So I really like it.
All right, I understand. Thank you so much. This is the end of your interview section. Candidate B. Can I have your full name, please? Candidate B.
My name is Nurul Endar.
And what may I call you?
You can call me Noor.
Noor. Can you spell your first name?
It's Noor.
Where do you
And
come from?
I come from Lahore.
Do you work or study?
Actually, I study. I just want to work, but these days I cannot find any job that is suitable for me while studying. So right now, just studying.
All right. What do you study?
I basically study a bachelor's in business administration from Fast University, Lahore.
Right. All right. Let's talk about leisure time activities. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
What are your favorite leisure time activities and how often do you pursue them?
Okay, so basically, in my leisure time, I prefer watching Netflix because during this quarantine period, because that was primarily the leisure time. During that period, we had online classes, and all the day we had to take the online classes. And in the time we used to get free, I used to prefer watching Netflix and watching seasons. Um, I often pursue them because they are a source of not only the source of entertainment, but also you can learn English from that. So that's, I think, kind of productive hobby in my point of view.
Hmm. Right. Thank you so much. This is the end of the interview section with you. And now we're going to begin with the cue card section. I will give the same question to both of you, right? Candidate B, I would want you to talk about this cue card question. And remember, you have to answer all the questions, those are there. And, I can give you 1 minute to read the question, and your 1 minute begins now.
Share an experience when you had to prepare for an interview. You should say, when did you have it? Who interviewed you? What kind of interview was it? How was the interview? You have 1 minute to read and then answer the question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Take 12 more seconds.
Okay.
Here's a tip. Before you start speaking for your cue card section, make sure that you take your time. Take 60 seconds to think and then speak.
Yes, please speak.
Okay, so I gave the interview for the society that was in my university, and that society was DRAMAF. That was basically a drama society that is in every university. I applied for the marketing manager over there. So the person who there was not a single person, a team was there, a kind of panel, I would say. That panel consisted of the heads of the marketing team of DREMAF society. And this interview was like very simple. They asked me about my previous record, that whether I have worked as a marketing manager or not, or they were just basically asking me for the experience. And this interview also had they also asked me about my knowledge about the marketing, what things are required to be a marketer, what are the things that you can speak or you can use to persuade the other person to get the service from that person. So if we talk about the preparation of the interview, so if I talk about my case, I didn't really prepare for the interview, because that interview was based on my knowledge of the marketing. So I didn't prepare for that, but I would say that in order to enhance your confidence, or in order to just be in your place, you have to be prepared, so that you do not lose any point in that scenario, and you do not give any chance to them not to select you. So that's all from my side.
All right, all right. Okay, brilliant. Um, let's a little bit discuss about this topic, right? I'm going to ask you a question related to the discussion. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right? So do you think it's important to prepare for an interview before showing up for it? Why or why not?
I think it is good prepare for an interview, and it is important at the same time because in interview the most important thing those people are asking is the confidence, how you are, how you represent yourself. So I think when you are fully prepared for anything, you automatically look presentable, you are automatically in a confidence that you know the thing. So I think it is advisable, and it is very good if you prepare for the interview, as it gives you the confidence. So yes.
Very well said. Thank you so much. This is the end of the Q card section for candidate B. Candidate A,
Yes, ma'am.
wait. You have 1 minute to read your question, and your time begins now.
Share an experience when you had to prepare for an interview. You should say, when did you have it? Who interviewed you? What kind of interview was it? How was the interview? You have 1 minute to read and then answer the question.
Please speak.
So it was last month. I was finding some jobs, and I found a job actually in the KFC at the KFC. So they called me that you have to come and give us an interview. The manager called me, so I went there. I was quite nervous, so he asked me a lot of questions, but I'm going to discuss that. But they first of all they see your appearance, that how do you look? So you have to dress well. I, I was dressed well, so when I went there, he was sitting on his desk, and he asked me to sit down, and then he started with the normal, and introduction, that introduce yourself. I introduced myself, and then he started asking me questions like he started giving me scenarios that if I give you this scenario, how would you react? So I have to think quickly that he's giving me many scenarios, like if someone comes and started abusing you while if he split the drink around, and he said that it's your mistake and you don't have to do anything with it, but he's not right, but
Hmm.
still you've got to listen to his abusive language. So how would you react to it? My response was, I will react in a cool manner. I know he's really angry at the moment, but I don't have to get angry with him as well, like he is. That will worsen the situation. So I told him that I will apologize him, I will give him another drink and let the matter go. So he
Hmm.
said, okay, that's really good. And then after he started asking me some random questions, like one of his questions was really funny. That are you being attracted by girls? Like,
Hmm.
do girls come and do you find someone beautiful and you ask her for her numbers? I said, no, I don't do that. But he said, if someone comes, if a girl comes and she asks you for the number, will you give it to her? I said, no. So he said that would be rude if you don't give a number to a girl. I said, I know, but I'm at work, so I cannot do that. It's against I'm working. I cannot socialize myself. I cannot give my number to a girl. So he said, okay, he was testing me in kind of a manner. So it was, you have to use your brains in front of those people. And after that, he asked me a lot of questions regarding this.
Hmm.
The interview went for an hour, and
Hmm.
then the most tricky question was, uh, how much should I pay you?
Hmm.
Because uh, the, if you describe an amount which is beyond their expectation, they will not
Hmm.
hire you. To be honest,
Hmm.
no, they will say no, sorry, we cannot hire you. They'll just cut off your resume and said sorry. After that, he was discussing me that how much money do you want? How much? What's going to be a salary? What do you expect? So
Hmm.
you cannot tell them the least, and you cannot tell them
Hmm.
beyond their expectation that no, I want $40 per hour. They would
Hmm.
probably send you home.
Hmm.
So it was a selected amount, like 25 to 20, that you have to tell them. Which I did a research before going, that how much they pay their regular candidate, because if
Hmm.
I would have told them that no, I want a higher salary, they would have shown me thumbs down, and you have to go home. So I've
Mm,
seen it. I've seen it with many candidates. All of their interview went so well, but in the end, when they asked them that how much do you expect us to pay you, they say then 50 or 40. They said no,
mm,
sorry, we cannot pay that, and I think so. We will call you. So worst, their worst is they will say that they will call you, but they will never call you. So after that, I was not
mm,
called by them. That's true. They didn't call me, but still, it was a nice interview. I got a lot of things from that interview, that how to, even in my practical life, when I will go for a job interview, how would I have to speak? How would I have to sit? How would I have to, you know, tell myself, and how much do I have to tell myself? Sometimes you explain yourself too much, way too much, that they are, really, uh,
mm, mm, mm,
they're
mm,
really bad at
mm,
it. They don't think it good. That no, mate, you're speaking too much. If you speak too much with the customers, no, they will not listen to you. So you will
mm.
be a headache. So that's why many things I learned from that interview. So I think so that was a good interview for me. But as a
Thank you.
part of the job, it was not so good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's talk a little bit about the same question that do you think it's important to prepare for an interview before showing up for it? Why or why not?
Yeah, it's really important to prepare for an interview, because if they ask you a question which you are not expecting, then
Hmm,
you're dead, because if you haven't prepared for it, you cannot answer at the moment. You cannot think so much fast to
hmm,
answer, to handle that situation. You don't get enough time, because you've got only nanoseconds, seconds to answer the questions. You
hmm,
cannot take much long. So that's why, for me, I would advise everyone, if you're going for an interview, prepare for not so much that you
hmm,
get confused in front of them, or that you speak too much. Just
hmm.
give your normal shot and just be normal. That's what's my preference.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the end of the cue card section.
This is the end of the test. Candidate A is a 7-band speaker and Candidate B an 8.5-band speaker. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos.